Yeah.
This is an exhibition with calling Coco, Galba, the carnival is over. It's an exhibition about a residency I made in Macao Milano. And the main idea was to create an exhibition in the central theme with a concept I create with calling Neo-Archeologia. Neo-Archeologia is like, I found object, structure, stuff in the streets or even in the wasteland, and I take them. And this object that I find, I have to cast them. I cast them like this. And when I'm going back to the studio, I work on them. I put gesso on it, and usually I put airbrush.
What are the objects?
Objects can be everything, you know. It can be the object I find in the wasteland, or maybe just in the street. And usually it's object from the wasteland. And for Coco Galba exhibition, it was the object I found in the wasteland. Yes.
What is the connection, Alexander, between Carnival and your exhibition?
Okay, the link is that I work a lot about the identity, mask, because I'm coming from the graffiti. And when you are an artist coming from the graffiti, you are using a mask. For me, for example, my name is Alexandre Bavard, but I use this mask with
really nice.
Mossa. Mossa is the name I write on the street because it's like the mask I have for the graffiti world in a way. And I am very touched by this question of identity, mask, and also the mask we put in the social world in a way. You know, everybody, or mostly of the people, have a mask, you know. They are representing someone, and sometimes it's not them. And so at the end, I like this idea of identity mask. And as an artist, we're coming in Italy, Milan, to make this residency. I was very touched also for La Scala di Milan and also the Carnival and this kind of stuff. So I use this mask of the Carnival and I cast the gesso inside. And after, I create this fiction with all of this mask. And there is the 2 points in this exhibition. Coco Galba, the carnival is over. This is the name of the exhibition. The reality is that I am in Milan, in Macao, and I make this exhibition and I go to the wasteland to take the reality. The reality, as you can see, is the bricks, is the metal stuff I find, and I bring them to make the construction. As an artist, after I put the fiction, and the fiction is the gesso.
The fiction part is very strong in my impression.
Yeah.
My other question, Alexander, is it the technique? Do you use it every time, or was it just for the Macao?
I use it since the last exhibition I made. It was a lot about this kind of sculpture, you know.
Yes.
And for me, it's like, to be honest, I use it in the concept of Neo-Archeologia, and usually I put the airbrush at the end on it, because the airbrush was very linked to the idea of the radioactivity and kind of apocalypse and end of the world that I really like. And if you realize, if you see, when I say the carnival is over, it's always about the ending of something. When I make my last exhibition with, when you can feel the time going past away the object. I mean, when you see the bricks who are in the exhibition, for sure they come from the wasteland, but they have a life. They have something to say, you know. It's not like the new bricks you buy in the bricomat. It's like the bricks coming from the wasteland, and they have their own history. You put it like this, you know, you put the sculpture on it, and it's create a story. And in the mind of the people, I will hope that it's work like this, is that it's create this story with the combination of the smoke and the light about the ending of a carnival. Who everyone has have his own how do you say, character to play. This is for me the story of life in a way, and carnival for me is life in a certain point of view. Everybody have a mask,
of course,
and at the end you take off the mask and you put on the wall. So this is in a way the spirit of Coco Galba.
Yes, carnival. It's very true. I also think carnival is putting things on the higher edge, on a different level. Like this is also the meaning of carnival in like giving the bigger significance to the things. It's hard to explain. I have to think about it later. And my last question, Alexander, because I don't want you to stop you. What was the idea about the scenography, the choice of music and lights?
It's like for me, the scenography is one of the most important points of the exhibition. You have the bricks, you have the metal barrier who are there, and at the end you have this fog who go all around the space to create this atmosphere. And you have also the sound. And the song was created by Andrea. Andrea is a guy who contacted me and said, I know that you are in Milan to make a residency and I just want to visit during your residency. And he came. And he's an artist who is creating music.
Wow.
And I said, oh, you make music.
Music is very impressive.
Yeah, he make music too. And when he make the music, I said, oh, I want to listen to music, what do you do? And I was walking and I was listening his music at the same time. And I said, wow, we have to create something together, we have to collaborate, you know. And at the end, he said, okay, very simply, very easy. The day after he come, he create the soundtrack of the exhibition. And I put it for the opening.
I see. Thank you very much, Alexandre Bavard. It was Alexandre Bavard for Macao.
Yuppie.